Welcome to Superstar Sunday! I am here in my classroom and I am on my break. I just went outside to get a little fresh air and to take off this mask. What are y'all doing about that? Sometimes this mask makes me so dizzy. I need some fresh air. So I do have my window cracked in my class, but today I was just feeling like I need to get some fresh air. So when the kids went out to recess, I went out with them. I am excited because I was on a podcast, y'all. I was on a podcast. I'm so excited. And the name of the podcast is Extreme Teachers Podcast. Any teacher out there, this is the podcast for you. Let me show you how I got introduced to or was introduced on this podcast. I am way too excited.
And we want to do something nice for them, all right? We want to shout them out. We want to do something nice for them. So if we could go to B's office before we go to B's office, you know what I'm saying? B, what's going on, man?
Good morning. Man, I'm excited to be here because the nomination for today, it came from close to home. I don't know if you know anybody named Dee Dee, but she submitted a nomination.
Okay. We got Dee Dee submit nominations to our podcast. There's no limit. She said she has no limit.
No limits whatsoever. Not at all. But this is what she said. She said, I'm nominating Ebony Holland. She loves her job. She's highly skilled and has mastered the science of teaching. Her students love her, and she's also a teacher's teacher. That's what she had to say about Ebony Holland. By the way, she just recently, as of 2 weeks ago, became a certified extreme teacher. So Dee Dee, I thought she was amazing before, just next level now. Next level.
Yeah, and I think Katie has something special to show the audience.
I do. I didn't even know you were going to talk about Ebony today, but I just grabbed it up myself.
Yeah.
I just finished reading her book. It's called Superstar Teacher, and it's wonderful.
Wow.
She's an elementary teacher, so I get her, and I loved it. It's like full of real life stories and like practical tips for teachers too. So I loved it. I love that we're recognizing her today.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't even think it was legal to. I would have said her name, but I didn't think. Like when you on a, they're giving away something from a radio show, and they like your family cannot be one of the.
Absolutely.
I didn't even know, but yeah, no, phenomenal. I've got since, like you said, Katie. Honestly, on life, I didn't know we were going to talk about Ebony today, but
Yeah, me neither.
my Jalen, which is why we refer to Ebony as family.
Did y'all see that? My book was highlighted and I was recognized as a teacher, an extreme teacher. So I am so excited that that I was there. And guess what? I actually got to be a guest on the Extreme Teachers Podcast. These, I watch them all the time, and they have the most amazing information for teachers. So if you are a teacher out there, doesn't matter what grade you teach, this information from this podcast is something that you definitely should listen to. It's also on YouTube. It is Extreme Teachers Podcast, and I hope that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, not just to see me, but to get all this good information that these wonderful educators are imparting up on all the teachers across the world. So I want you to see me on the next podcast. And so here it goes.
Who's our next guest? Even though I've known this guest for years and years. We're going to do things in decency and order. Now you're going to introduce our guest, and then we'll take it from there.
Look, y'all, when I think superstar, I think of her when it comes to education. But what got me about Ebony was her passion.
Yeah.
When I first met Ebony, we were having a conversation about students and she started crying. And I'm like, okay, wait, we got teachers that care that much still? And she's crying. I'm like, yes. So her passion it's obvious, and y'all gonna hear the energy. First time I met her, she was like, "Hey, how are you?" She just came in strong, and she takes that into the classroom. I feel like I've been in her classroom. Of course, y'all, extreme teacher. I just want y'all to know she is one of our certified extreme teachers. I want y'all to meet Miss Ebony Holland. Hey, Ebony.
Hey, you have me crying already.
I knew it. I knew it. What's going on, sis?
I'm okay. I'm so happy to be here, and you got me crying. I don't want to cry today. I don't want to give it all to you, but I want you to go on and subscribe to Extreme Teachers Podcast. I had a wonderful time on there conversing with all of the teachers. Nell, Auntie Val, Eric, Sam, and Katie, wonderful educators. They have been in this game just as long as I have been, and they are experienced extreme teachers. So I want you to go out and, well, not go out, go to your computer, to your phone, and I want you to subscribe to Extreme Teachers Podcast. So you can watch the rest of it, and you can watch all the other episodes as well. But I'm just going to give you another little sneak peek of me on the Extreme Teachers Podcast.
Hey, just to add something else to my plate. One, how does knowing the parent help your practice as a teacher or help your relationship with the student? Because some parents are like, I don't need, they parents, they don't have nothing to do with teaching. You do it for a reason. How do you feel like knowing them knowing you? How do you feel like that helps you with your practice?
It helps with my practice 100% because I can't teach your kid if I don't really know anything about you. So some of the habits that your kid has, they pick it up from the parents. And if you get to know who the parent is, then you can say, hey, this is where it's coming from. I see this attitude. I see the nonchalant. And for me, I'm very, very friendly. And sometimes I'm so friendly that it's like, wait, you're unreal. But that's just who I am. And when parents see that, even when I taught first grade, I gave them my phone number. You can text me at any time. Not before, after 8 o'clock, I'm going to sleep. And everybody knew that, and they respected my going to bed early because I needed my hours of sleep to deal with those kids the next day. But they understood that, hey, this teacher actually wants a relationship with me. And it's not just about my kid. I want a relationship with the parent as well, because the parent, if the parent respects me, then the kid will respect me. If the parent can say good things about me, that kid is going to say good things about me. And so I want you at home talking good things about me and not bad things. They get me to talking about my mom, and she's everything to me. Everything. And without her, I would not be where I am. So, Mom, I thank you so much for instilling Jesus Christ in me. And without God in our lives, we would be nothing. Because, like I said, we came from a single parent home. My mom did not finish school, but she wanted us to have a better life and a better education than she had. And so that book is for my mama. Boof. And so I made my classroom my stage, because whatever I did on the stage, as far as my rehearsals, sound checks, vocal lessons, all those things, I had to practice in my classroom, whether I was doing lesson planning, differentiating from my students, whether I was making sure that they had a proper breakfast. All those things I did from the stage to the classroom. And so I'm not going to let you see the whole thing, but this is the end of the podcast, and this is how Brandon summed it all up. I'm telling you, I had a great time. I want you to go to Extreme Teachers Podcast and press that subscribe button. For all you teachers out there, I promise you will find something that you need or that you didn't even know you needed. So check out what Brandon had to say.
Section, though, I want to give you some quotes from our special guest, Ebony, because she had quite a few of them. Number one was, your students want to like you. Keep that in mind. Number two, if the parent respects me, the kids will respect me. And then this one was my favorite. How do you never have problems with the parents? Because I talk to them all the time. I'm not saying it's easy, but Ebony's telling you that it is simple.
Well, there you go. My break is almost over. I hear the kids coming. I have to go, but I will see you next week. So I will see you next Sunday. Mwah!